Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. We want to take a look at the shorter time frame here. Today, as yesterday as well, I've uploaded already a daily chart overview on X, so feel free to check it out as well if you are interested in finding out a little bit more, some new additional insights on the daily chart. It's the More Crypto Online channel. I'll leave a link in the comment section. There you can get the updated daily chart overview. Put that up there already earlier today. So looking at the shorter time frame, Bitcoin is basically just following through on the pattern that we discussed here yesterday. Remember that the idea was that Bitcoin is working on a fourth wave bounce here. That fourth wave is currently, you might hear the dog in the background there. That fourth wave is an ABC structure. And that's normal, right? A fourth wave is a counter trend move, and it's in most cases an ABC structure. See, it could turn into something more complex. I don't need to use any more complex patterns here at the moment. This can easily be simply an ABC structure. And what we're tracking here is an initial bounce, which could be circle wave A. Now, this was an ABC structure in circle wave A. Then we had a pullback in wave B, so A, B, and the next move up could be wave C. But I can tell you that the orange count is not really what I think is the most likely one. I explained that yesterday already. It's possible, but it doesn't make much sense. So the green count is the one that seems more likely, already seemed more likely yesterday. And in this orange count, we would have already formed a 1-2 set that basically waves 1 and 2 of the C wave to the upside. And we would now be in the third wave. But honestly, there's nothing that, looks like a third wave here. So that's why this is becoming very, I don't want to say very unlikely, but it's the lower likelihood scenario. To make the orange count more likely, the price would need to break above this resistance area. Now, and this is the resistance area we talked about already yesterday. Yeah, it's between 87,677 and $88,984. It's a standard resistance area, and the break above it would open the door to a larger degree third wave. Yeah, but because all the movements here from the lows are super choppy, this is currently not the most likely outcome that we break above it directly. We should do, yeah, but first of all, and that's the focus here at the moment of the green scenario, after completing wave C to the downside. Now, you remember what I said yesterday. We likely completed the A wave in a 3-wave move. This here was a very, very complex A, B, C pattern potentially. I wanted to see one more high in that C wave. We saw a reaction exactly to the golden ratio level, the 61.8 FIB at $88,285. Well, and now we are moving down, possibly in the C wave. Now, there's something important to mention here. The initial decline looks like a 3-wave move down. So that the wave 1 appears to be a 3-wave move. Now, whenever that's the case, it means that either we haven't started the C wave yet, because really for a confirmation that the C wave has started, we'd need 5 waves down. Well, we didn't get that. That's fine. It can still be a C wave. And based on the context, I think it can actually make sense to assume the C wave might have started. But it's just not high confidence. In the member update earlier today, I mentioned that the C wave down, therefore, would have to be a diagonal pattern, which means it's not like the, translated into non-Elliott Wave language. It basically means, it's a diagonal. You can't trust these. Be on the side of caution. It would be more clearly, let's say, bearish had wave 1 been a 5-wave move. Similar to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that told me another leg down was coming. With only 3 waves, it's speculative, all right? Which means that the third wave down should be an ABC structure. A, B, C. Which means be ready for a B wave bounce, but this really only applies to the nanostructure. So therefore I said, as long as we now stay below that last swing high that formed here around 87,000 yeah, no, yeah, 87,980. The pressure is downward. And that C wave down could take us to round about 84,850. That's just a quick update. By the way, in case we break above that last swing high, it's possible the third is unfolding, but I think a wider B will become more probable just because of all the chop we've seen here so far. So yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then check out our membership. Feel free to join the MCO family. I'll leave a link in the comment section. We have our Black Friday offer at the moment. As a silver or gold member, you can use this for an annual membership. It's a 20% extra discount on top of the annual memberships. We only do this once a year. There are usually no discounts. And yeah, I mean, as a gold member, you get access to all of the updates here. On Discord, yeah, additional updates, many additional updates. You can participate in the community. You can ask questions on Discord. You can, I'm there. I often answer questions. You can participate in the weekly member live sessions. We do that every Sunday. You get bonus updates on gold, silver, and some stocks even. But the main focus is, of course, on crypto, where you can also get access to all the live charts of me. So all the charts that I use in these videos, plus dozens more. I mean, I think there are 50 to 100 charts. I haven't counted them actually, short-term, long-term charts. You can access all of these, which is actually the biggest value. Plus, of course, lots of education about Elliott Wave, a video course, a risk management course, plus a lot of other stuff. So check it out if you're interested. I'll leave a link in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.